Hello and welcome back to my Pandos eyeshadows update. You can get a glimpse of what palettes I currently do have in here. And yeah, let's hop into it. I'm always working on 6 shades at a time. I want to at least use them 30 times or hit pen and temp before I'm running them out again. And I do also have backup shades in here. Yeah, anyway, let's hop into the update. The first palette that I'm starting off with is the shadow that has been in here the longest, and it's in the Dancing in the Sky palette from Gloss Gods Cosmetics. And in here I was working on this shade called Aurora, and I already mentioned it, I was working on it. I did use it 4 more times the last month for a total of 20 times, and I did manage to hit pen. I think like this you can see it, that there's a pen in it. And yeah, that means I am able to roll this one out. I am very, very excited that I finally hit the pen again. Within this project, I think this is the first pen this year. And in January this year, I think I hit pen on 5 things in my collection in total. And I think 4 of them are within the last 2 months. So I'm excited. And yeah, I am rolling this one out, but I'm still going to swatch it for you. And as always, I want to mention, if the light is not very nice for you to see the swatches, I will insert a picture of my old and new color story within this video as well. But I think you can see this one quite nicely this time around. It's stunning. It's stunning. I love using it. It does crease if I use it on its own. It does crease a little tiny bit depending on which shade I would use underneath, but if I would use a shade that works nicely with that one, it wouldn't crease. So it's a little bit work, but yeah, I still love this shade. It's one of my favorites out of that palette. We also have the Tiny Marvels palette from Sydney Grace in here. So the second shade I was working on comes out of here, and it was Flutterby. And this is also the second one that I'm rolling out today. And yeah, I'm swatching it. This was very lovely to use. No issues at all with this one. So, but still, I'm very happy to have rolled this out now. This is the shadow. Maybe I'm gonna go over that. Again, as I mentioned, this was very easy to use, very blendable, and very light even for my skin tone. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I did not say how often I used it. I did use it 11 more times for a total of 30 now. So that's why I'm rolling this out. I had 19 uses previously plus 11 uses. So 30 in total, and 30 is my threshold for rolling shades out again, even if I didn't hit pen. Next up is the Solmalen 2 palette from Odin's Eye Cosmetics. And in here I'm working on the shade Dream, this matte lilac shadow. I did use it 6 more times the last month for a total of 16 times now. So this is the first shadow that is staying in this project. And this is also very, very nice to use. Very soft and blendable. I'm gonna go over that as well. And I, in general, love my lilac shade, so this is not hard for me to use at all. I enjoy it loads. And by the way, because I have that many like purple and pinkish tones right now, I am always randomizing my color story. So I am not choosing any of the shades I'm working on. And if it works out like this, it's just luck, I guess. But I'm always randomizing my shades. The fourth palette that I have in here for the fourth shade I'm working on is my Novena palette from ABH. And within this palette, I'm working on Love. I only used this twice within the last month for a total of 8 uses now. And this one I did not use that much because I had the Flutterby shadow in here and I focused on this one. and I never use those in combination with each other. So yeah, let's swatch it out. I'm always terrible swatching with my left hand, but that's the shade. So 2 more shadows for my regular color story. One of them is in my Trendy in Tokyo palette from BH Cosmetics. Within this palette, I am working on Ginza, which is the shade in the top right corner here. And I did use this one 4 times for a total of 12 times so far. And I'm always using it in combination with the lilac shade and the brown to tone it down. And yeah, I'm swatching this one out obviously as well because it's staying. So another matte shadow and another one very bright one. But again, it's easy to use for me because it's also very blendable and buildable. So I can, if I use a light hand, it also looks very wearable, especially combining it with browns. So I am also wearing this one in my crease in combination with browns to work. I don't have an issue using this like that. And last but not least, for my regular color story, I have the Orange You Glad palette from Colourpop in here, and another one that's very, very bright. Because the shade that I do have in this project is Rise and Grind, which is this shade right here. And yeah, I did not use it at all the last update, or since the last update. So I have only one use so far from this shade. And that's mostly because I was focusing on these two and I did not use the orange in combination with the peach. I don't know. I wasn't able to make it work. So yeah, this is obviously staying. So again, a very, very bright shade, as I mentioned already. And that's the last one for my regular color story. So this was my color story for last month. I'm also, as I mentioned, going to insert a picture where you can see the shades in a different light as well. But yes, whilst I did enjoy this color story, I think I have too many matte warm tones in here because I would only use one of them each time around. So yeah, I neglected both this Love shade from the ABH palette as well as the Colourpop orange shade because I was focusing on this one to be able to roll this out this update. And yeah, I think they were hindering each other's progress. Yeah, but anyway, I'm happy. I have 2 rollouts. I expected to have 1 rollout, so I already did roll in a backup shade, which I'm showing you now. And backup shades, I am calling them backup shades, are shades that I'm rolling in if I feel like I can manage to roll out at least a shade from my color story to already start focusing on next or in combination with each other, which I did do this month around because in here I have another shimmer, and as you are able to see, I only had 1 shimmer within this color story, so I already started using the backup shade just as a 7th shade basically to work on. Anyway, it's in my magnetic palette from Lethal Cosmetics. And in here, I am working on this shade right here. It's by Cleonard Cosmetics and it's in the shade Blaze. And I absolutely loved using this. Honestly, I love it. The only thing I don't enjoy about this is that the fallout is insane. I have glitter all over my face when I'm using this one, even if I hold the tissue against my face and then apply eyeshadow. It's not working. I still get fallout. Anyway, I already did started using this, as I just mentioned, and I did use it 15 times the last month. So this, whilst rolling it in officially now in my regular color story, I already used it 15 times. So I think I need to go over this as well. It's super, super soft. It's shifty. And whilst I do get glitter on my face a lot with this, I don't feel like it's too glittery on the eyes. It's just more, or too sparkly on the eyes. It's more metallic on the eyes, which I do enjoy. So yeah, plus it works perfect with all of those warm tones and also the lilac probably. So I really enjoyed already working on this one. So now I still am missing one more shade for my regular color story because I only have 5 shades right here. So I will be rolling in one more shade, and the first shade I'm rolling in, I always roll in with the Wheel of Names, which you will see now. And I mean, how high are the odds that I am getting a palette that I already have in here when I have so many other palettes? And it's such a bright and colorful palette. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. I will choose the shade I will work on now. And as always, I'm randomizing it. So I have 15 more shades in here that are eligible to roll in, because this one is not, because I'm already working on it. I am choosing the shade I will work on from now on with the papers here. I have the numbers written down from 1 to 15, and I'm just gonna choose one paper or one number. I'm choosing this one. And it's the second shade out of that palette. Oh wait, I didn't think that through because I already have an orange matte. Oh, wait, let's swatch it out and see how similar they are. This is brighter, I guess, or lighter. I mean, could I use them in combination with each other? I don't know. I think they would, again, hinder each other's progress. Oh man, I think I will re-roll. So, I'm again gonna choose one paper out of here. And it's the number 11. It's this shade right here. It's Roppongi. And yeah, as you're able to see, I never used this one, and this is rolling in. Well, I mean, it's nice with the lilac, so it's a weird color story. It's a weird color story. I am rolling this in though now because it's not going against the usage of any other shadows in here. It's not a dupe of any of the other ones that I have, or too similar to the other shadows. Oh, it's actually very, very nice. I can deal with that. I can make this work easily. Yes, I'm excited about this shade, actually. Plus, I'm excited to have a second shimmer in here. So yes, this is my new color story for the next month. Again, I will insert a picture right now, but I will roll in backup shadows, or at least one backup shadow, so we will talk about that in a minute, or in a few seconds for you. I decided that I will roll in one backup shadow this time around, because I think I will hit my goal on the Orange Eye Lilac shade, and I would need to use it 14 more times to do so, but I think I will be able to do that, especially now that I have a purple in here as well, so I can use these in combination with each other easily. Plus this one and this one I also like to combine, so yeah, I think I will be able to hit my goal on this one. So I'm rolling in one backup shade. And if I'm rolling in more than one shadow in each video, I'm rolling in out of here. I do have my eyeshadows written down on paper here as numbers again, but I have to admit I have to redo these numbers because I didn't update them in a while now. But still, it doesn't matter. My older palettes will get used. Well, older palettes. I do have new palettes in here as well, but I just didn't, I think, update it for 2024 now, I think. Either way, I'm gonna choose one out of here. And I love rolling this in like this because this is so random. And I have the shadow 299. I have no idea which palette this will be. I'm gonna be right back and show you the shade I will roll in for 299. I don't like this at all. I don't like the formula of this one because it's so glittery and also dry and flaky. I'm gonna swatch it out, but I think I will re-roll. But yeah, I'm gonna swatch it out and see. I just have so many shadows and working on one that I really know I don't like. I don't know. Should I not do it? No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. It's enough for me to work on all of those bright shades. So yeah, I am rolling another one in. I'm sorry. I'm normally not doing that, but yeah, I just don't like that shade out of that palette. So let's re-roll. Again, I normally don't like to do that, but yeah, I just have so many eyeshadows. It's not worth it. So it's actually not that far off. It's 252 and I will be right back to see what shade this one is. So 252 in my spreadsheet is a Colourpop Super Shock shadow, and I literally thought, oh no, it's gonna be the orange or the purple one, which I thought about the Halloween collection, I think, but it's not. It's not. And yeah, this is it. It's from the Disney collection, and this is the shade. And yes, I will roll this one in. This is an easy shade to use, I guess, so I will definitely roll this in. And it also isn't similar to any of the ones I already have in here. So that's the backup shade for now. Oh wait, it's a little bit similar to that one. On camera at least. In real life, this is darker, more yellow. I mean, in general, it's way more shifty, and this has a silver to it, which this doesn't. So yeah, I even would use these two in combination with each other, so I am rolling this one in as a backup shade. Finally, thankfully. I actually don't remember that I had to or wanted to not roll in two of the shades I randomly chose. Anyway, not so random this time around apparently. Either way, this is my new color story for the next month. These are the shades I will be working on, and this is the one I can use already, or I will start using when I reach my goal on the lilac shade, the Dreams shade from Odin's Eye Cosmetics. Yes, I hope you still enjoyed this video, even though I decided not to roll in two of the ones that got chosen. And yeah, I hope you're doing fine, and I wish you a very nice day. Bye!